Here's my prediction from 2025 to 2030. Now, I've been predicting from 2020 to 2025 what would happen. I told everybody that Ripple would beat the SEC as everybody ran from XRP, and Ripple beat the SEC. I told people that XRP and the company Ripple, I told them they'll become a bank, and I guarantee you that's one of my predictions. I told people XRP would become one of the most disruptive technologies in the world. I told people that in 2025, banks would start to work to custody your crypto. So since 2020, Ripple beat the SEC. We're just waiting for the amount settlement, which got delayed till August, but they beat the SEC. Banks are now able to custody your cryptocurrency, the very banks that told you to run from it. And now here's what's going to happen from 2025 to 2030. We now have the Genius Act passed. It's heading to the president's desk. We have stablecoin regulation. Next will be regulatory framework for banks to operate with cryptocurrency, custody it, to trade it, to sell it, and to store it. But what you're going to see from 2025 now is we're moving from speculation, now we're in regulation and adoption. You're going to see your banks within the next 3 years start to advertise, we will be happy to custody your crypto. They want your crypto, your Bitcoin, your XRP, your Ethereum, your Solana on their balance sheets. And especially things like Bitcoin and XRP that are deflationary. Would they rather store your inflationary US dollar that becomes less valuable every single year if you don't beat inflation? Or would they rather have on the balance sheet, just like Trump is doing, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, Bitcoin that goes up 50% every year and has beat every single asset class over the last 10 years? Because how do they make money? How do financial advisors make money? Assets under management. The more money they hold of yours, the more they can lend out. The more they can make money off it. Because every single dollar in the system is dead. So you're now going to see the very banks that told you and the very financial advisors that told you to run as fast as you can from this asset class, encouraging you to invest about 2 to 5% of your wealth in things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. You're going to see tax accountants have to learn this new asset class or they're going to perish. I want to give you just something logical to think about. If Bitcoin is going to zero and crypto is a fraud, then why is 95% of the supply of Bitcoin gone? It's gone. There's only 5% left. It's the most scarce asset in the world, financial asset. But 95% of 8 billion people in the world don't have access to it. So if 95% of people in the world don't have access to it and 5% of the supply is left, then who owns it? The game has always been the same. We're drunk in the Colosseum, the Trojan horse came in, they're clipping our coins. So welcome to your new financial system from 2025 to 2030. You're either going to own it or you're going to use it. There will be no middle class and there'll be no middle ground. Buckle up. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Love you guys.